The Team Go Rocket Takeover is back, and they brought brand new shiny Shadow Pokemon with them, and I'm excited to go for them, but first we need to go through this special research here, Showdown in the Shadows. We had to catch and spin and do a lot of grunt battles. That's all we had to do for this one, but let's see what we get for rewards for this one. We're gonna get ourselves some Stardust, which is nice. We're gonna get ourselves some XP, which is nice, and an encounter with a Pokemon, which is a Fan Thump, which is cool. And a 456 is not exactly the best, but you know, it is what it is. And for page 2 of 5, we have to catch 15 Pokemon, transfer 10 Pokemon, and defeat 6 Team Go Rocket grunts. All right, let's do it. And in no time at all, page 2 of 5 is done. Let's claim the berries. Let's claim the Great Balls, and of course those Rocket Radar pieces. Love those. And then we're gonna get our final rewards here, which are gonna be 1,500 dust. We're gonna get ourselves the same amount of XP and another encounter with a Yamask. Unfortunately not shiny. The Galarian one is boosted, so good luck. Hopefully you got it. And now what we have to do is we have to defeat Arlo, Cliff, and Sierra. And luckily for me, right here, right now, we've got ourselves a Clifford. So let's beat him up real quick. He does have shiny Shadow Dratini possibly, which is really cool. And Arlo has Bellsprout, which is also pretty cool. And then Sierra has Sableye, which is all right. It's a great looking shiny, but we already had that one. That's the one repeat. But anyways, let's take him down. So I made a small miscalculation. Unfortunately, the leaders do not have their new things until tomorrow. And the reason that is because usually when this event goes live, it goes live at 12 a.m. But since this event went live at 10 a.m., that means unfortunately the leaders already spawned in with their old stuff. Unless it's from a balloon, we're not gonna get anything. And unfortunately, the one I did get in my balloon was Sierra, the one I didn't really want. But that's fine, because it is the last leader I needed. So we get a not shiny Shadow Sableye. This will be the last time I ever do a Sierra, to be honest with you, until the next rotation, because again, we already have 3 or 4 of these guys. And now 3 of 5 is done, so let's claim the 7,500 XP in total here, which is great. And then the final rewards are going to be 3,000 Stardust. We're gonna get our hands on a Super Rocket Radar, which is awesome, and then we're gonna get 2,500 XP. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to equip the Super Rocket Radar for sure, but we're not going to find and take down Giovanni. And the reason why we're not gonna battle Giovanni is because we'd rather run into his decoys, which hopefully this one is, and it is, thankfully. Because the decoys do have Shadow Bellsprout still, which means these will probably give you the opportunity to get yourself a shiny Shadow Bellsprout. So let's see what happens. I know that this was the case over in the Asia Pacific region, and I believe in Europe, and it's still happening here. Perfect. Now this does not mean we're going to get the Bellsprout. We could obviously get the second Pokemon, which is usually either a Weeping Bell or Eradicate. So let's see what this one turns into. It is a Weeping Bell, so we do have a decent shot of getting this one, unfortunately, but hopefully we'll actually get the Bellsprout instead. And the last Pokemon is Eradicate, so we're just going to nuke it with an Overheat. And there we go. Eradicate has been brought down. Now hopefully I will get myself a shiny Shadow Bellsprout from this, but even if not, hopefully we'll just get the Bellsprout. And this is a perfect way to do this for cheap. Instead of having to go for Rocket Radars or doing 6 grunts or buying them, you could just use the Super Rocket Radar and get an unlimited amount of them. But I did get the Weeping Bell, unfortunately. It does figure, but I have seen people get the Bellsprout, so good luck. Another decoy grunt has been brought down, and again, there was a Weeping Bell in the middle, so we get ourselves the Bellsprout. Okay, see, it is possible. We didn't get a shiny Shadow, which is perfectly fine, but again, this is a free way to do it. There should be no reason that you can't get it from these, seeing that we were able to get the shiny Shadow Execute from the grunt beforehand. This may be a loophole for now until they decide to patch it out. Brought another decoy down, and she gives us another Bellsprout. Awesome, down to see it. Definitely don't want to see those Weeping Bells too often. 2 decoys right next to each other, and we get another Sprout. Awesome. And another decoy. They're pretty common out here today, which is great, and so far only 1 Weeping Bell, which is even better. Another decoy with a Sprout, hopefully. No, man, another Weeping Bell. Don't like that at all. Took a while to find this decoy, but does she not have a Weeping Bell? No, she has Eradicate instead, of course. Figures. Okay, no Weeping Bell or Eradicate, please, I'm begging you. There we go, perfect, thank you. Another decoy. This one took a little while to find as well. We're running out of them, but it's a Bellsprout, down with that. Another decoy, please have a yellow flower. No, not the Weeping Bell. You know how cool it would be if we could get a shiny Shadow from a freaking decoy? It's not happening here, but we are seeing a decent amount of these Sprouts. Though I was really worried this one was going to be the Eradicate. And now it's day 2, and we're continuing the grind for the shiny Shadows. I did do a few more decoys yesterday, but nothing really came out of them. But luckily for me, I have an Arlo and a decoy right here. Both of these will give me Bellsprouts. So let's do the free one first and see what happens. Maybe we'll get the shiny from this. And the decoy was swiftly defeated. It does not give us a shiny, unfortunately, though. 344, so these are weather boosted. I believe I want a 373. I think that's what I remember seeing, so this one's a bit off. And now Arlo has been brought down. Hopefully we'll get the luck here. I'd prefer to get these for free from decoys, but in the end of the day, I just want to get the shiny shiny shadows, so it unfortunately isn't it from this one, and a 344. The balloon brought an Arlo. Will this one be it? Unfortunately not, but 361, that's up there. And here's our first Clifford of the video. This could be a shiny shadow Dratini. I would love to see it because it is quite beautiful, but unfortunately that's not it, and that's a 187. On weather boosted, you want a 226. That is the hundo. And now we're back to Arlo with his Bellsprouts. Come on, please, I just really want to see this one. Honestly, the Dratini probably looks a little bit better, but this one just looks so good when it's all gold. 2 Arlos in a row here, and we get not another shiny. Okay, 3 Arlos in a row this time. Come on, not shiny. And we found another decoy this time, which means another Bellsprout. There's gonna be a lot of Bellsprout checks in this video, though obviously that doesn't mean we're gonna be guaranteed the Bellsprout, as you saw in this video. We can still get that Raticate and the Weaving Bell. And here we have another decoy next to a Clifford. We're gonna do the decoy first, but I do like it when these two are next to each other. And the decoy has a Bellsprout this time, which is great, but not shiny. And a Cliff next to the train tracks. What do we got? Not a shiny Shadow Dratini though. And another Clifford has been brought down. Does he have the pink noodle? He does not. 327. Oh, we're weather boosted now. Honestly, I have no idea what we're looking for here. I think it's like 363. It's just like Bellsprout, but a little less. Another decoy brought down, but they don't have shinies with them. All right, Arlo, I need you to give me that shiny Sprout, please. That's just not it though. Maybe this decoy will be better to us. She isn't though. So this is actually pretty cool. We found ourselves a Vulpix right here from a grunt, and I believe that it's going to have the Halloween costume on, which is really exciting. I was hoping to get my hands on one of these because I like getting the Shadow costume Pokemon, even though they can't be shiny. All right, let's see what happens. Do we get a costumed Vulpix? We do. It does have the costume. Awesome. 175 CP. No idea if it's good or not. Honestly, don't really care if it's good or not. I just really wanted to get this one as a costume, and that does mean I need to get one more so I can evolve it, but for now I'm happy with the one. Let's try this again, Arlo, buddy, oh pal. Still not shiny. Okay. Well, it's not a shiny Shadow, but I will take it. We got a shiny Vulpix. Maybe this is good karma after catching that Shadow one. Hopefully it'll have good IVs as well. I know for PvP this thing's amazing. Of course, we have to hit the thing first though. Come on, and boom, there we go. But yeah, it is really good for PvP, both for the Great and Ultra League, though I hear that it's more useful in Great League. So let's see how good it is real quick. It is definitely not PvP at all, but it's an extra to trade to somebody. Clifford, could you please be better to me than Arlo? I would really appreciate it. That's not it though. 336. So this is pretty cool. We have 2 decoys right here, and apparently according to the Super Rocket Radar, there is one right next to us as well. Though admittedly, I don't know what that is yet. Hopefully it'll be another decoy. Let's just take these ones out and see what happens. Decoy number 1 is down, and it's a Bellsprout, so that's nice. And here's decoy number 2. Not shiny, but still a Bellsprout. That's nice. It turns out the third one was also a decoy, so it's also a Bellsprout. Awesome. Glad the decoys are a little bit more out right now. They don't have shinies with them though, unfortunately. Another decoy. Come on, decoy, have a shiny. And now we finally found another Cliff. It has been a while, but he still doesn't have a shiny with him. And now we're back to Arlo with even more Bellsprout madness, and it's just not shiny. Took a little bit to find this decoy, but she didn't bring a shiny with her. And finally, another Clifford. Come on, pink noodle. Oh man, 323 as well. That's not good. Another Clifford, and not shiny from this one. 349. This one's a little better. 3 Cliffs in a row. For some reason, he's over here, but he didn't bring a shiny over here either. 4 Cliffs in a row here. Come on, pink noodle. Oh my goodness. And all of them have been pretty bad, unfortunately. Back to decoys with their non-shiny Bellsprouts. And then there was an Arlo next to the decoy. Did he have the shiny? He did not still. Back to finding all the Arlos ever. This one is still not shiny, my goodness. And then back to the decoy that also didn't bring gold. Yet another decoy with a non-golden Sprout. And then another decoy. Oh, but this time they had a rat. Gross. This sidewalk is filled with decoys, but they don't have shinies on them. Back to Cliff and his pink noodles, which he just did not bring to the party. Oh, Clifford, it would just be swell if you had a shiny Shadow. You don't, though. Okay. Took a little while to find this Arlo, but he still didn't bring a shiny with him, so okay. The decoy has a Raticate again. Come on. Clifford gives us a not pink noodle 354. We have been out here for a while. It sure would be swell to finally see a shiny Shadow, but this is not it. Would you believe that I ran into 3 Giovannis before running into this decoy? Like, that was pretty ridiculous. So hopefully she at least brought a Bellsprout. That's nice, but not a shiny one. Well, unfortunately, my battery died. Apparently, my battery pack didn't charge last night, or at least not all the way. So I basically was rushing home just in time so that I could at least do this balloon here. It was a Cliff, which is cool, and this might be our last one of the day, so it would be so cool if we could just get a shiny Shadow, but that's not it, unfortunately. It is what it is. I've had plenty of these shiny Shadow grinds where I go out and get absolutely nothing, but don't worry about it. We're definitely gonna go hard and just do as many of these as possible until we complete the lines, and I'm not gonna complete this special research until we're done with the Bell Bellsprout line, because you can still get these Bellsprouts from the decoy grunts at the moment. They may patch it out, but hopefully they don't. And honestly, Shadow Regigigas is cool and all, but I would rather get the shiny Shadows first. Smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video, and let me know in the comments down below. Do you have any of the new shiny Shadows? And if you do, which one do you have? Please let me know. And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video over here. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.